Fat pets are a growing concern for owners, vets, and therapists. And if you have an overweight dog, diet and exercise are your best bet.
Take one look at Jersey Girl and you can see that man's best friend is eating too much food. Well-intentioned animal lovers are helping canines mirror the rise in human obesity by giving them too many treats and scraps instead of counting calories. For Jersey Girl, it's a combination of too much food and allergies.
What's Jersey Girl's main issues around overweight or obesity?
Well, partially it was we were overfeeding her snacks and stuff like that, but her main problem was she was allergic to the dog food that she was on, and she was just gaining and gaining and gaining, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. So,
after a visit to the Canine Wellness Center, Jersey Girl was tested and diagnosed with an allergy to potatoes, the main ingredient in her food. Swimming and exercise have also become a part of her weekly routine. And the good news,
Jersey Girl.
It's working.
Oh, good dog. Swim. Look at that. All right. Go Jersey. And she has lost, I think, almost 9 pounds. She's lost about 9% of her body weight anyways.
Wow. Tanya, what do you do here at Canine Wellness Center?
We're a center, primarily we started at doing rehabilitation. So like physio for humans, we do it for dogs. So dogs with many different orthopedic issues, neurological issues, and dogs with weight issues.
Upon arrival, a dog's measurements are taken, it's weighed, and its heart rate is checked. There's a discussion with the owner about what the dog is eating, and finally, an exercise program is implemented. In Jersey Girl's case, that was not a simple task.
We had to look at how can we get this dog exercising, but she's so overweight she can't walk, and she can't clean herself, and many different other things like that. So we set up a program for her of swimming twice a week. So when Jersey Girl comes in, she gets suited up with her life jacket. She goes in the pool with Sandra. We get her swimming a little bit. We do use treats with her, very small treats. And we leave the life jacket on, just get her comfortable in the water as she paddles around. And then we take the life jacket off, so she has a little bit harder workout.
Why would you use treats? Isn't that reinforcing a bad behavior?
We use little treats like this. And the purpose of using little treats is so that we don't overfeed or too many calories. Basically what it comes down to is too many calories in a day, your dog is going to put on weight.
Tanya notes that the dogs have no idea how big the treats are, and I have to say, the treats were really tiny. Now, using treats as rewards for exercise is not something you should be doing at home, especially if you're trying to get Fido to lose weight. What you can do is...
So what I tell people to do is one person feeds the dog, the other, you put a bowl out on the table and you pre-portion all the treats for that day so that when anyone comes in the house, you can take and you know exactly how many calories your dog is getting.
The other thing is to get your dog moving, even if it's 2 minutes a day. It all adds up and adds years to your pooch's life.
Keep this in mind. If you have an overweight dog, every 10 pounds your dog gains is the equivalent of you gaining 30 pounds. Imagine that. Imagine carrying around an extra 30 to 60 pounds. Food for thought? Perhaps.
With that kind of weight gain, why do humans continue to feed their pets so much food?
I think what happens is it's so gradual. It's like ourselves. We put on 5 pounds here and it's like, oh, this doesn't fit so well. I think the same thing happens with dogs. They're feeding out of guilt, or they really think, oh my gosh, I'm leaving today, I'm going to give my dog a treat. So they're putting on weight. And I don't think people really understand what a healthy dog looks like. In the dog world, the breed standards, if you look at any of the breed standard books, those dogs are overweight.
Along with issues around eating and weight, Tanya also has special cases where an injury or disease has led to a pudgy pooch.
Xander came to us, he had a cruciate ligament tear, so he had an injury. He was about 20 pounds overweight, and she had gone to the vet and he said he couldn't do surgery until he had lost weight. So she came to us sort of as a prehab client, and we had to get the weight off so that he could have the surgery. So he's now had the surgery. He's now lost almost all of his weight. He's got about 4 more pounds left to go, and you can see now with him, he's got a nice little waist.
Much better than.
And he's doing very well. Frankie came to me, he had osteoarthritis, which is very common for a lot of dogs that are overweight. 80% of dogs that are overweight have osteoarthritis. And he came he was barely able to move, and the owner was worried about the direction that he was going in. So we started Frankie in the underwater treadmill, and I did some manual therapy techniques on him. And then as he improved and was able to walk more, we got him into swimming. So he had never swum before he came here.
The bottom line is be mindful of what you feed Fido and make sure to get him or her off the couch. For Pet Central, I'm Candice Batista.